Hi and welcome, it's Teresa here from Warragul in Victoria, Australia, and today I'm going to share with you a little bit more about the Botanical prints kit that I was showing the other day, but this time showing you a few ways you can use your laser dies. Okay, so without further ado, let's come down and see my workbench down here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is get one of our laser dies, and I'm going to actually use a sponge dauber. I've actually cut out a piece of white card the same size to go underneath, because sometimes you can use this also as a stencil as you're doing it. So that's a really clever idea, because then you can get two cards. This has got a bit of black and green because I thought I picked up a black sponge dauber and I picked up a green one, but that's okay. I don't mind at all. It's just using your sponge dauber and loading up your ink. Just make sure you don't move it. Sometimes I do glue it down using a bit of washi tape, but today I'm just going to hold it. So, but you can make any colour of the laser. You can do it in pinks, you can do it in reds. So if the peacock colour doesn't suit you, you can actually change it. And like I said, if you do it with another piece of paper underneath it, it becomes a stencil as well. So let's take that off. So you can sort of see I've got my stencil underneath that I can use on another card, which is really cute. Okay, and then we've just changed the colour a bit darker on this one. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do next is I've got a tiny little scrap, and I really don't like throwing my scraps away. I like to keep all my scraps. So we're going to use the scrap. I might bring it right down. I'm just trying to work out where I want it because I haven't actually designed anything up. So we're making this cold turkey from today. Yep, so that's okay. So I'm going to add my scrap piece. You can use either side because the paper is really lovely. I should have had my ink standing in my little ribbon holder to have it ready. It's a great little tip when you're doing cards is to just use your ribbon holder and stage your ink in it, because it just keeps the ink flowing downwards, which is really good when you're making cards and you want to be quick about it. Okay, so we're going to pop our little scrap piece of paper down the bottom here. Then we're going to actually add our laser card over the top of that. Okay, now how do you use the laser card glue? You can use little fine dots, which we'll use today with our glue, but you can use your also your embossing, not your embossing, sorry, your silicone mat and your snail, which I will show you another time. I think I've shown on a few videos, but just come down on some of the wider pieces that you can use, and then you can stick that on your card. Got a little bit of a border around this, not much, but just a little one. Just want to move that up just a fraction. The nice thing about not putting too much on is that you can move your card around a little bit while you're getting it in place. Okay. Then we're going to stick this on a black card. So we're going to use liquid glue again. these are quite quick little cards to do once you've planned out what you want to do. But like I said, today we're going cold turkey. I haven't actually planned out. I just cut some cardstock and we're just adding it and layering it onto our card. Now I'm not quite sure what else I want to do on this, but I have got a die cut. I do use die cuts, so we might bring up a die cut and we might actually stamp out an image on this one from our stamp set. And we might use this little flower and keep it in black and white. As you can see, I haven't used this stamp before because I've got to peel the back off. So I'll just peel the back off. And you can put your cling to it, but just for today, to save a little bit of time, I'm just going to ink it up. Okay, and then I'm going to press down onto my die cut. Oh, that's really nice. The black and white's really nice. I like that. And I'm always here for you. I wonder if that will fit in. Let's try that word. Well, thank you for your kindness, I think. I've got so many thank you cards to send off to people that sent me get well cards, and this is a good way of getting them made up because I haven't really had other time to do it. And I only stamp on the days that I'm feeling good, which at the moment is more and more each day, which I'm so happy about. I'm just going to press this down here because it looked like it had a blob, and I don't want a blob. Okay, don't forget to use your chamois to clean your stamps, and I'm just going to clean that because I haven't used it before. Sometimes there's a little film of stuff from the manufacturers on the stamp, so make sure that you stamp it out and clean it. Thank you for your kindness. We'll just pop that in there. Beautiful. Just going to use a couple of dimensions on here. Now you can, if you wanted to, you could colour this, but today I'm going to keep it very simple, very black and white. Well, with a tinge of green in it. I'm just looking for my big dimensions. We have two sizes, our small ones and our big ones, so I'm just looking for the bigger dimensions to put on the back of this one. Now I sort of feel like it probably needs something more, and if you wanted to, you could add some ribbon or something more to it, but really today I am just going to keep it nice and simple. Okay, once I've worked out where I want it, I can take the backs off. I don't take the backs off until I've placed it and worked out where I want it, because sometimes you can place it down and it's not where you want. Okay, so I wanted it to be, so I've got a square of each and it's in the centre there. So the last thing to finish it off, we're going to put a centrepiece in the card. So I'm just going to put this centrepiece in here. And I like to do this because it gives the people somewhere to write. It looks a little bit more cleaner and professional. You can't write on black unless you're writing in white. But how gorgeous is that simple little card? You could add ribbons on it, you could do a lot more, but just with the laser, it's really gorgeous. So this was a quick little video today. Thank you for joining me, and I'll come back on soon and do another one with another idea for you. Thanks for joining me today. See you later. Bye.